What's going on, Vigo's Court? It's your judge, Judge Vader, and I am joined by Counselor Shep.
How you guys doing tonight? Hello, Vigo's Court. Hello, hello.
Hey guys, sorry for being late, but my computer tried to die, so we had to save him. But so yeah, we're here now. Of course, all these lovely players are here. Shep, take a look. Everybody's in lobby. Everybody's readied up. Everybody's like set. This is crazy. We got Arctic Wolves and Demise here.
We love to see people on top of their shit. We really appreciate them.
100%, especially when we're late, having them be all the way on top of it as if we were on time. Love it. But let's go ahead and review what map we're going to before we let them just, go at each other.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So for sure, guys, we are going to the Sanctum of Wrath. Yamaoka Estate, definitely pretty good size there. That main building, of course, has proven to be something Arctic Wolves has been able to use quite well as their home map, but also has they've proven on the killer side they do a pretty good job of holding it as a choke point.
Absolutely. It's an interesting map for sure to see in comp. I feel like you don't often see it, but it's proven to be a map that strong teams can utilize to their advantage, especially with that vantage point in the Sanctum.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely been a fun one to see matches played on. So I know we're in for a treat, and I mean, seeing Demise and Arctic Wolves here, I mean, Demise is unbeaten still, aren't they?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
And I know Arctic Wolves is.
Arctic Wolves definitely still is. Pretty sure. Pretty sure Demise also is.
I'm gonna look one more time here, and I believe this is two unbeatens. So
yeah, definitely gonna be really exciting. Because of course they can't both walk away from this unbeaten still.
No, they can't. That's crazy. So yeah, this is gonna be battle for the unbeaten. So we'll see who ends up running away with this one. But I'm gonna let them know they're good to go. As I believe I saw confirmation of everything. Everybody was ready. We were just waiting on us. So they are good to go.
I'd love to see these two like just already ready.
I mean, honestly, yeah, we do love to see it. All right.
I do love to see it.
We're in our spot. They're in their spots. Shep, who do you expect to see? I expect some S tiers here.
I am expecting some S tiers. I do believe Arctic Wolves has used all of their uses of Nurse, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. They have.
So I guess we're looking at maybe a Blight. I don't know how Blight does on Sanctum. So have they used all their Huntress? Actually, Huntress is not bad on this map.
Huntress,
and it's not like an A tier, but in the right hands.
I think that they do have something there. Let me see. I'm trying to check and see, but yeah. It honestly, they do have quite a few options. Let's review some killer rules though real quick before this match starts up. So for sure, we are scoring via those hook states. Definitely progressions are worth one less point than getting a repeat hook, right? Like and then if you do get a 7th and 8th progression, you do get 1 point each to avoid point starving. Definitely, if you do happen to get a 4K, you will be awarded with 2 extra points as well. If an entity kill happens, such as the end game collapse, it is the corresponding hook plus progressions, but I'm gonna cut it right there because we got a game.
We do have a game. Make sure that you guys check exclamation mark rules in chat if you want to see what the rest of those point events are. And we see a Plague entering the field for Demise today. Interesting choice, but we've seen Plague come out and be really, really strong throughout our entire season. So I'm excited to see some good Plague plays.
Me as well. Like, honestly, Plague is kind of one of those characters we see do very well within Vigos. So I want to see how well Demise can play Plague here. We see an early pickup of our Corrupt Purge, and we haven't found anybody or even any sign of people. I think kind of an interesting choice there.
Very interesting. I was gonna say, I don't know if you saw my face when I saw him instantly pick up his corrupt. He hasn't even seen any scratch marks, but we do find someone here. Lucky for us and unlucky for them because they are next to our other corrupt pool right now. We will see an early down really, really quick with that corrupt purge. Gonna put our first survivor up way before our corrupt intervention is down. I think maybe no.
Uh,
No, I still have, yeah.
yeah, we still got like 25% of our corrupt purge still up, so for sure this is that was actually really good to get that early hook. And this corrupt zone is actually kind of friendly to our killer here.
Yeah, this is a very friendly corrupt area, and we've got our hook kind of like in our corrupt zone too. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Ultra just hang out here because no matter what, he can protect his hook and protect a really gross 3-gen, honestly, with another corrupt pool over here.
Honestly, I mean, he can make it a 4-gen pretty easily by just, you know, going and getting that other gen that's off in the distance, as long as that one doesn't pop.
Absolutely, and we do see Ultra going ahead and putting some sickness on the gens around as we see our corrupt intervention go down, so that he has that information if he needs to be aware of anyone coming in to try to break up that 3-gen. And we do see with our first gen popping, Deadlock popping up in the distance, so we do see that they are working on generators. Arctic Wolves is working on generators on the far side of the map.
Yeah, our survivors also will know that Thana is in play. However, without injuring anybody else, and we have picked up our other corrupt purge here. Wait, that center building sounds like it's been worked on quite a bit, and Plague's not even attempting to go up there.
And that will be our most progressed generator, actually, now that you bring it up, as we see our second gen pop and Deadlock take it over.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting a whole lot of use out of Thana, but I mean, we are going to starve the survivors pretty early of that 6-point escape possibility.
I do think picking up the corrupt purge there was a mistake. You had no indication that anyone was nearby, and now you don't have a pool close to you if you're going to be sitting in this area. But we do find another survivor trying to come in while we still have our corrupt purge. So, ooh, 2 survivors over there? What?
This is insane a little bit, but
and we do see Ultra going to leave them slugged to go ahead and put a little more pressure on them and prevent maybe an unhook happening.
That's a 2-for-1 special right there. Like, we got we had gotten 2 people down right there. Unfortunately, we do have Intimidator coming in and like just getting the heal off, but crazy amounts of pressure for this Plague.
And I don't know, knowing that I think our Claudette was still kind of in the area, leaving that slug there, kind of risky, but we will continue. Actually, no, we're going back and so finding someone over here.
That was such a good mind game right there.
That was insane.
We gotta pick up, oh man. Oh no. Oh no. This is too close to be playing this game. Don't play this game.
Yeah, this is, oof. Very uncomfortable situation for our survivors to be in. We now have Intimidator broken, but we will go ahead and break that pallet and pick up one of our slug survivors going to go ahead and get those hook states, which is confirming death on Heat even as a 3rd generator pops. And we're going to go ahead and leave Intimidator on the ground, or not Intimidator, leave Spider on the ground and pick up Chase with Intimidator.
Yeah, and that helps with our Thana value actually still, even though we're leaving Spider just laying around on the ground.
However, also a good bait to force Clover to have to come over and try to maybe get a pickup on Spider.
Yeah, we of course do see. Is that live? Ooh,
I
very
do believe
nice
it is
live
live
play.
value.
It's interesting to see how this survivor is. I think that's a stun.
Oh,
Oh, Pocos.
and we do see, even though we do get the pallets done on our plague here, Intimidator will go down, and Ultra's not playing any more of these games. He's going to go ahead and pick up and hook Ultra, or hook Intimidator.
For sure. We do see Claudette over here, of course, trying to put some pressure on this gen. But yeah, we're going to have to at least vomit on this gen up here because we do have, of course, Adam over here just trying to mess up our day for the plague.
Absolutely. And Ultra not having too bad of a time. We do see them coming in for the save, and it looks like he is going to do a trade, a 1-for-1 trade there on poor Spider, who has spent a lot of this game just on the ground.
Oh,
And oh my god, a grab on Intimidator. That's huge for Ultra here. Looks like we're going to go ahead on a hook Intimidator and maybe also finally put Spider also up on a hook. So that is 2 for 1, and we do see that Clover is infected. So this is a pretty sticky situation for Arctic Wolves to be in.
You know, that's
deliberate?
that's crazy. Yeah, I do think so. I think that's crazy that we got the grab there because you could have had BT, but having the grab, we'll never know.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. There was no waiting game to be had, and Ultra's gonna go ahead and take this chase up into the main building. Go ahead and give a little tap to that main generator, which has a lot of progress on it.
Yeah, I feel like with Thana being up, you could just kind of sit near that one as that one's so far progressed. But I understand wanting to get more hook pressure, tunnel this person out as they are on death hook.
Yeah, absolutely. A ton of pressure for Demise right now. We will see Arctic Wolves go ahead and finish that upper gen actually as we go ahead and try to get Intimidator out of the game. And Intimidator doing a good job of trying to stay on his feet and buy his team as much time as possible because they do have to chew through that thanatophobia.
Yeah, and for sure, this is unfortunately, I don't think you can get anywhere that, there was a pallet right there, but you're just not gonna get there. Gotta hope somebody's here to save you. Nobody's here. That's a death hook.
Unfortunate, and we do see our deadlock gen off in the distance where they had the most progress. Hopefully they had 2 gens going, but we do have both Clover and Spider still infected, and we have a bunch of scratch marks, so someone was over here recently.
Yeah, and for sure we see the scratch marks going further and further away, so we know that our survivors are actually running to the side that has no gens. What would be smart for them to do is go ahead and cleanse over on that side. That way they have an extra state and it might pull our plague away, as it seems they're already going kind of that direction.
Yeah, and we do see, and Ultra saw them too. I didn't know if he was going to catch him. We do see a green cloud running down the side of the map. So gonna go and respond to somebody. I think that's actually Clover.
Yeah, this is Clover right here trying to escape as best they can.
And close, but no cigar on that swing there. That is going to be Clover being able to get that vault and stay on their feet just a little bit longer.
Yeah, for sure. This is really interesting predicament to be in as Arctic Wolves because you just, if you cleanse, maybe you give power. Right now you're trying to just take chase while broken, but that kind of feeds into Plague, doesn't it? Because Plague now knows that you're just a 1-hit down. We're seeing the crows, of course, fly off over in the distance over there, so we know Claudette's got to be near this gen. We do see the infection on the gen as well and can hear coughing Claudette. So this is spelling 4K right now.
Yeah, this is looking really dangerous for Arctic Wolves right now. Unfortunately, ooh, nice dead hard.
That was sprint burst. What a use.
Nice sprint burst. Nice sprint burst. Nice use, or a nice attempt for Arctic Wolves to try to like not give Plague her power, but at this point, oh, and a really quick pickup. Unfortunately, that was in her face, so she will be putting him back down on the ground. And I think staying infected here was not the right play, but it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation with Plague. But I don't know if staying infected like this was the move for our survivors. I think they could have given up that one hook state to go ahead and get somebody healthy.
I think for sure as well, like we talk about, there are no corrupt pools on the field at all. If you go ahead and oh no, another grab, 2 grabs, 1 match. If you go ahead and cleanse on this side, yeah, for sure. If you cleanse on this side that we're on right now, then what does Ultra have? Ultra has to walk all the way away from the 3-gen in order to even pick up the corrupt purge. I mean,
absolutely.
I think that's gotta be where your thought kind of was I need to go ahead and cleanse over here away from all the things that are happening.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think a lot was. I guess not. But I mean, no matter what, regardless of what they should have done, we do see Ultra will get both of those hooks. There was no unbreakable on the table, and it does look like we are going to get a juicy 4K there.
Yes, indeed. This is a very good start for Demise.
Yeah, that is a very strong start. We do see a 6-21 score as of right now. So super strong start for Demise. If they're looking to take home a win here, they're off to a great start.
Oh, for sure. But like we gotta go ahead and like give some kudos to like Ultra here. We know Ultra's an excellent killer, but man, that was a lot of pressure in the very early game. We were kind of questioning, right? You and I were both kind of like, you're picking up corrupt purge now? You don't even know where anybody is? Questionable. And Ultra's like, no, just wait, don't worry. You may not know what I'm doing, but trust, I got the results.
Yeah, we just needed to have a little bit of faith in Ultra there, and he came through.
Now, for sure, this is where Arctic Wolves gets to try to go ahead and bring the pressure back in their favor, right? Because right now you're down 26-6. You are feeling it right now. You weren't able to finish all 5 gens, and you got 4K'd.
Yeah, definitely a really tough start for Arctic Wolves here, but we are going to our back-to-back killer games for them, and I think that if they're going to come a comeback, it could happen here.
Yeah, for sure. I think that this is definitely where a comeback could start. It really depends. Of course, we have seen Arctic Wolves have such good killer performances, so I have faith that this is where they could try to bring it back. But man, these survivors for Demise also are just so good. So this is the battle of the 2 unbeatens, of course. This is like where we're trying to see who will be the final unbeaten. But man,
it's a tough game.
It's gonna be tough. We are getting invited by Solar Blazer, which of course, as a lot of you know, as we've given out awards for like Killer of the Week and stuff, Solar Blazer's name comes up quite often, doesn't it?
Quite consistently, yeah. Solar Blazer is quite consistently an MVP in the week with his performances. So I think, again, like if Arctic Wolves wants to make a comeback, I think it's very possible, and this is the moment they are going to do it.
For sure. And we should see... I've invited one of Demise in, that way they can go ahead and get the rest of the survivors in here. But while they're doing that, I know I was asking you before the stream, Shep, the new Huntress Lullaby with the new skin, kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, so I think the skin itself is very cool. I read a lot of like I'm really well read on a lot of like fairy tale stuff. I play a lot of like D&D and Pathfinder, and so like the Baba Yaga is a character in those medias as well. So I think it's really cool to see how she's represented here. I also really love the new lullaby. I gotta get used to it kind of. It's definitely different, but I love the way it sounds. It's like it's creepy in a different way from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one is so creepy because it's like, you know, I don't know, like it's a lullaby. Someone's like very calmly singing you a lullaby as you're trying not to die. But this one just sounds like a little unhinged.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like part of the other thing that makes like Huntress's original lullaby kind of so creepy, for any of you that know what that lullaby is about, like it's kind of crazy. Like it's about not sleeping next to the edge of the bed, because if you do, a wolf is gonna bite your side and drag you into the forest to devour you. Like what like that's kind of creepy, Huntress.
I don't really understand
What?
why. I don't know. I guess it's just Russian lullaby things, but
Yeah. I mean, like when I was looking up the lore to like why that's a lullaby and stuff, it did seem like it was like, I don't know,
cautionary. It's like well, I mean,
it was to
so, like,
teach kids not to sleep next to the edge of the bed.
a lot of fairy tales in their origin are horrible. So I'm not surprised, but uncomfortable. A little bit, just a little bit.
No, for sure. Me too. When I first learned about that, I thought that was definitely very strange. But I think that the new lullaby actually is a little bit. It's not that it's necessarily a lot quieter. I know we had a discussion about that, but I feel like there are more pauses, like in between when she cackles and things like that. And it's allowing
a lot of breathing room.
Yeah, it's allowing this Huntress to kind of use those pauses to get closer to survivors and really surprise them. I've definitely had a lot of fun with it since it came out, for sure. But it sounds like our survivors have confirmed their positions. They are good to go. So I'm ready to get started for this next match. I did check, and they do have... I think they do have a Huntress available. Do you think we see Huntress here?
If they're wanting to come back from a huge point deficit, I don't know if Huntress is the play.
That's fair.
I think she can handle this map very well, and again, in the right hands, can be very strong. But if Arctic Wolves wants to mount a comeback, they're going to probably want to use one of those S tiers. But they don't have any, actually. So I think they're in a very... I don't know. Interesting position. I guess I have to go with Huntress. Like, I think I've seen her perform really well on this map before, so that would have to be like my pick, because what I would originally pick isn't really an option. But I mean, it's Solar Blazer, and Solar Blazer has consistently... he's just one of the killers we've seen throughout the season who has consistently had really good performances. So he, like I said, in the right hands, and his might be the right hands, a Huntress can do a lot of damage.
I know we've seen Solar Blazer do extremely well with Deathslinger, knowing how the hitboxes work, so I wouldn't say it's super stretch to think that Huntress could be very good. Definitely using that center as kind of like a good vantage point. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not saying that we will see it, because I also would agree. I don't think this is the best map for Huntress, but, you know, maybe. Maybe. Definitely, though, these survivors and killer are ready to go right now. So they're loading in. Of course, we do see the offerings we are supposed to see right now. We will go ahead and get ready to review how these survivors can try to extend their lead further. which definitely the way you're trying to do that is by finishing those gens. We did see 4 of them get finished the first time, but definitely you want to see that 5th gen pop, as that's worth the most points for a gen, 3 points. But also you want those escapes, because definitely as we get to where the 3rd and 4th escape show up here, you're gonna see that's quite a bit of points. I mean, that's 10 points out of a 26 point total. Yeah, I think you're gonna want those. Definitely if you do escape with 2 or more hook states remaining, then you do get an extra point per survivor able to accomplish that feat. Definitely hit exclamation point rules in the chat to find out more, but we got a twins, so we got to figure out what's going down.
You know, I'm not really surprised. Twins is one of those killers who is higher in the ranking, especially in comp. I think it's debated whether they're A or S tier in quite a few different places, but going ahead and starting out with Victor, finding someone really quickly, gonna go ahead and attach him to someone and then switch it back into Charlotte and check out what's going on in our uncorrupt zone, which is really smart because we immediately find scratch marks. Oof.
Yeah, like this is a really good start for Solar Blazer. I don't know if you saw in the pregame chat, Solar Blazer was excited to face off against Q-Top again, and so I don't think it's any coincidence that Q-Top's the first one to get Victor on their back.
Yeah, uncanny really, but we will see Victor going out once more. We do have 2 survivors injured, and this could get really ugly as we see an injured survivor over here. Victor will go ahead and get that down.
For sure. Victor gonna go ahead and make sure nobody else is in the area either. This is kind of common to see among Twins players, is go ahead and try to see if you can get 2 people down, or at least get another injured or incapacitated with Victor while you hook one.
Yeah, Twins is the epitome of slug pressure and just like splitting pressure around the map.
Yeah, I actually thought we were gonna see something super interesting there. I thought we were gonna see Solar try to use what? Okay, I'm gonna stop what I was saying because I'm just amazed. That was
insane.
Expert knowing the distance that Victor's gonna pounce. Oh my lord, I don't even think that Quentin even knew that Victor was looking at him.
No, we do see we are going to pick up chase with our unhooked survivor here. Try to get the tunnel out, I believe. Switching back to Charlotte just in time to catch the unhook. And it looks like, oh, well, Nea has disappeared. And that buys Demise the time to go ahead and finish their first generator.
I think I actually heard them. Yep. I did. I heard them healing. I think they were right there, actually, right on our twins' left. Yep. Now they're in range. Man, unfortunate that just didn't hear the healing there for Solar Blazer. Now we're gonna have to get the attachment and try to go ahead and go back to get the tunnel out.
Still, really quick usage with Victor going ahead and sending Victor out and almost immediately getting the attachment, which gives Solar Blazer the time to, I mean, obviously very easily find the survivor that he wants to tunnel out, although this is a really long piece of environment to have to try to get someone over. And we are hearing footsteps behind us, so someone is here to try to help, but I don't know how much use it's going to be against Charlotte and Victor here.
Well, enough to have your hitboxes overlap to where you can hopefully just get the body block, and they actually do get the body block. So definitely Nancy doing her job. Unfortunately, it's still going to result in a down, but this is only going to be the second hook state, and 2 gens are gone.
Not too bad. And unfortunate that Naya there couldn't get the fastball on the window, but yeah, Nancy doing a really good job of taking some of the aggro and extending the chase long enough for them to get that generator finish there.
For sure. And we did see that there is a survivor on that other gen. Looks like GPU elected to go ahead and crush Victor. But looks like we're seeing force pendants actually in use. Do you notice how they're broken?
That could also be Toy Sword, right?
You're right. You're right. I will tell you though, we do have force pendants out on the field.
I don't want to say anything. Oh, I can see the add-ons here. Sorry, it's really blurry for me, so I can't tell what the add-ons are. But we are getting a ton of information from Victor. And if that save doesn't come in soon, we are probably going to see our first elimination here. And you can kind of tell where everyone is because of Killer Instinct from Victor being attached right now. And unfortunate that we do not get that save in time. We will see our survivor progress to Death Hook, our first elimination at 3 gens. And for anyone who's played comp or watched enough comp, you know that this is a drastically different game now. Oh, at 2 gens though, good job on our survivors. We are gonna see our survivor here dead hard into the corner. Unfortunately, trying to buy time for everyone, but the hook is literally right there, so not gonna buy too much time.
That and just like really good job by Solar Blazer to go ahead, wait out the dead hard. Definitely, I think what Q-Top was trying to do is get the jump, and then you dead hard away and you just kick Victor and extend chase. But unfortunately, Solar Blazer too smart. Just gonna go ahead and make sure that you're nowhere near jumping.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how Demise handles this situation here. We do have both survivors healthy, so switching into Victor, this might be the chance they need to go ahead and try to unhook, and they will take that opportunity to get the unhook there.
I don't think they unhooked. I'm noticing the broken status. I'm pretty sure that was a deliverance.
Oh. I couldn't remember they had, I don't know why, I was like, oh, there's force pendants on the field. That's what that's from, but I think you are right. I do believe that is a deliverance, especially as we find, a pre-drop on the pallet.
That pallet was actually dropped when Victor was still chasing. Our Quentin, I think, was actually trying to crush, but then instead vaulted the pallet.
That's unfortunate. And we do see Victor going back to Charlotte. So Solar Blazer now has that oof and a beautiful leap through the window to go ahead and get that down. And now Victor's gonna go and see if he can find anyone else while he's out and about.
I mean, yeah, if you could find Q-Top right now, it would be great if you are Arctic Wolves, because still injured, broken status is away, so you know DS is not on the field. Like, oh no, oh no. Gosh.
That's unfortunate, and unfortunately not able to get the, pounce bug? Not able to get the crush on Victor there, but doing a good job of avoiding his pounces anyway, so we will get the kick.
That was insane how, just what awareness. Killer Instinct hadn't even gone off yet, but Solar Blazer already just like, yep, what if I just go back and check with Victor? Yep, there's Q-Top.
Q-Top doing a really good job of not allowing himself to get got by Victor there. And forcing Solar Blazer to go ahead and go back and get that hook.
Yeah, if I'm Q-Top though, I'm wanting to get reset right now because unfortunately we do know the whole build of the twins, but you know as well as I do, twins and Victor chasing an injured survivor, that's easy money.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to stay injured in this situation, and we do see the unhook happening, but we now have 2 injured survivors.
We do.
Yes.
Also, the doors are both on the same side, and we know where the survivors over here are. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's a good observation, though. 2 injured survivors. That means adrenaline was there for Ultra.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, wait,
I
what just happened here?
I didn't realize why you were confused until I like.
That's why I was
Yeah.
confused. Yeah, that's what I was confused about. But we will see. We are trying to get to our gates, and ooh, this is gonna be really scary. But we do get at least 2 people out. It is just the Quentin left on the map, but now he has a chance to either open the other door or get to hatch. Hopefully, he can do one or the other before Charlotte finds him, because we know Solar Blazer can get a quick down if he wants to.
For sure. And from what we're seeing right now, it doesn't look like Quentin's going toward either of the gates. So I think that means that Quentin's going to play the hatch game, and Quentin might be able to find that not too difficultly.
Yeah, I think Solar Blaze is kind of in a position where it's like, well, he could go find hatch, but it's not in the immediate area. So if he goes looking for it, definitely going to just give the Quentin time to get the hell out of there. And we do see, I don't know if that was a hatch, but that was probably a hatch escape.
It was an escape regardless. So we do see the score as 45-16 right now in favor of Demise. Demise definitely coming out very strong right here, and making it tough on Arctic Wolves.
Yeah, Demise going ahead, and I think they understood that they had a chance here, and they are absolutely trying to take it to be the only undefeated team. Not a bad performance from Solar Blazer, really. Just, you know, this is a difficult map, I feel like.
Difficult map, but also like this is a difficult team, you know?
Yeah, it's also a difficult team. Definitely not going to discount the fact that Demise is very, very strong. There is a reason they've been undefeated up until this point.
Demise just too strong, man. They're too strong. And now we'll see Spider coming out to kill. This will be a killer that I don't think we've seen very often. So I'm very interested to see this this killer play.
I do think we've seen Spider kill like at least once before.
I don't think I personally have. If I called that game, then I have forgotten. But
I might have been with Q. But I think we've seen Spider kill before. They're not. If I'm remembering correctly, I don't think Spider's bad. So, I mean, you know.
Oh, well, I think if you're bringing Spider out versus Demise, definitely Spider's not bad. Spider definitely, not saying
that in like I doubt Spider's ability. I mean, and Arctic Wolves, I think probably if you're on that team, you've got some of the best coaching available to you, so you're going to be a strong player either way.
I mean, yeah, you got some of the best coaches, but also, I mean, Arctic Wolves is really good about who they recruit, right? Like they recruit coachable players, they recruit people who are very skilled, right? So yeah, for sure, I'm excited to see what Spider ends up doing here. Who do you think Spider pulls out? The thing that I don't know is, who does Spider play? I've seen a lot of Solar Blazer, but not Spider.
I really don't know, so it's kind of up in the air. Let me check what our killer usage list looks like, because maybe I can get some insight from there. We do have a lot of options kind of left. Arctic Wolves is one of those teams who they've burned a lot of their killer usages already. But that leaves a lot of other killers that they just haven't used at all. Like Huntress is completely unconsumed.
Right.
Not that I think Oni's good on this map, but Oni's completely available. Not that I think that Oni is good. They have one use of Plague left, so he could see Plague after a very strong performance in the beginning. I don't think that's unreasonable.
I don't think that's Yeah.
I don't think that's what they need, though. I mean, I don't think.
Also, I don't know if you saw, but Billy ended up having to get banned because of what's going on right now after the update. Nurse, of course,
We
is
have
banned.
quite a few killers who just cannot be used,
Uh-huh.
regardless of usage availability.
Yep. So of course, like Billy, Bubba, Nurse won't see him, and I mean, we're seeing that in other leagues too. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like across all of comp, these bugs are such a huge issue that everyone's kind of had to say like, yeah, no, we can't use this right now. So, I mean, luckily Arctic Wolves isn't going to feel it too much because they've already burned all their uses of Nurse here. But yeah, I think Nurse was the only one that we would have seen here anyway. I don't know if Hillbilly and Cannibal can kind of put up the pressure that Arctic Wolves is going to need here.
Yeah. And real quick, Shep, I want to go ahead and address something. I saw a question in the chat, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for you and I to address it. We have That's Not Demon asking why VODs are only available to subs. And definitely one of the reasons why, guys, is so of course our subs are helping support the work that we do to make sure that we're available as a league for you guys, but definitely also we've got all of our VODs available on YouTube as well. We would love it if you would sub to the channel and help support us, but also you can view it next day, or is it next week on our YouTube?
Next week, I believe. Yeah, so definitely we are trying to drive some traffic to our YouTube. So if you guys want to see our VODs, you can find them there as they're posted. We were usually pretty quick about posting them. But yeah, if you want to see all of that stuff, please go check out our YouTube. Go ahead, feel free to subscribe. And we are going to go straight into the game. That was actually a really quick screen.
Yeah, I saw it was loading very quickly, and so I thought we would just go ahead and continue talking about the YouTube for a minute, because I knew we weren't going to have time to review any rules. But definitely we see a Spirit here. I like this pick.
Spirit definitely has been proven that she's still very, very strong. So a good pick for Arctic Wolves if they need a strong performance here. And going ahead and finding our first survivor pretty easily. Going ahead and trying to go for the mind game. Able to get the hit over the pallet. Directional phasing proving to not be too much of a problem here for Spider.
For sure.
And if you guys want more for the rules, go check out !rules in chat. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Definitely we see a pretty early hook here. The Corrupt looks to be somewhat friendly here. Not the friendliest.
It's not the worst Corrupt I've seen on this map. I've definitely seen worse on this map in particular, but Spider going ahead and getting that first down and almost immediately again finding somebody coming over to check on this generator. Just turned out that there was someone there, so we are going to go ahead and kick that. That is a dry kick, I believe, so no pop goes to the Weasel.
I mean, you'll still take that, and of course we hear another survivor actually. Wait, was our survivor on the hook just angled a different way, as if somebody had tried unhooking recently?
I think so, and we did see some scratch marks actually as we came out of that phase.
Oh, Nancy's been found. Definitely looks like we're gonna give chase here, but we see scratch marks going back to our survivor, so smart to go back. Not able to confirm second, but man, I don't think we're gonna get the body block, which is gonna result in another down here.
Spider going ahead and counting out that borrowed time, and Naya trying to get in between there, but Spider is on top of our Quentin here, so we will see the down and an immediate pickup. Spider is not scared of any decisive strike coming in.
I mean, with 4 gens left, if you're afraid of decisive strike, I mean, I think you should actually just go ahead and eat it.
Here. Yeah. This is a good time to go ahead and just eat that decisive strike. I just think it's funny when it happens.
Yeah, decisive strike at 4 gens is tasty, all right, guys? Don't be afraid. Just
Tasty,
eat
very
it.
tasty. And going ahead and I decided not to take chase with Q-Top, going ahead to go and patrol back towards our hooked survivor. Um, as they get close to progressing to death, actually. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like Q-Top is
Okay,
not going to let that happen. As you said, progressing to death, Q-Top says, not my friend. I'm saving.
Yeah, Q-Top definitely trying to come in to get this unhook. Unfortunately, not able to get there in time to grab it, but hopefully buying some time for somebody else to come in and try to get the save here.
It doesn't look like that save's happening. I was gonna say the way that Q-Top was running away, maybe trying for comma, but not trying for comma and going down. Death happening at 4 gens. This is a dominant performance so far from Spider.
Absolutely, Spider doing a really good job of putting a lot of pressure on these survivors. We see our first elimination at 4 gens. We are going to get another fresh hook. Really, really good job by Spider going ahead and trying to catch up.
Also, Spider's playing this map just like you would expect a little bit, right? Like you are going ahead, you're splitting the map in half, and you're defending the priority side, right? Like definitely we've gotten hooks on the one side. I think both the gates are on that side. Like you're holding the space you need to.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job. Again, just putting down a ton of pressure and showing a lot of like really good game sense to put down pressure in the right places.
Yeah, here we've been pulled away from our priority zone, so it'll be interesting to see how long we stay over here, because definitely with them getting the save on the other side, it could be that they could actually finish this gen. Yeah.
A nice bait on the pallet throw.
There goes a gen.
And there goes Corrupt, which I hadn't noticed before this, but we do see Corrupt Intervention popping up on that far side kind of.
I think you mean Deadlock. You said,
I'm sorry, Deadlock.
You said Corrupt. I was like,
wow.
What?
Yeah, sorry, Deadlock. There goes that Deadlock popping up on the other side. Unfortunately, Spider not able to get that hit. Sarnea is going to be able to keep this chase going for quite a bit longer, buying a ton of time for her teammates.
Oh my goodness, Super
not
Aaron
too
Nova.
much time. Yeah, Spider going ahead and making up for the time that he lost in this chase to go ahead and just commit and get that down to go ahead and put our survivor up on the hook.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised with as many seconds past that gen that we had, that one person gen that we had been fighting for right there, the one we're headed to right now, it should be going right here. Oh.
And it definitely sounds like it's going.
I mean, it really is, but interestingly enough, we're getting pulled away again. We really want to come after this other chase. I think we're about to lose that gen. Yeah, we just lost
definitely.
that gen.
Go ahead and take advantage of this. We do see our survivors trying to run in tandem to protect each other, but now we've just got 2 survivors over here. There's only 1 generator left. Hopefully they have a lot of progress somewhere else so that it doesn't take too long to get the... Ooh.
Well, actually, I want to go ahead and state I messed up. I said that they finished that gen. They finished a different gen. So that gen's 99. As soon as Deadlock drops off of it, I expect it to pop.
Absolutely, just a lot of really clever planning on our survivors' part there. And we do see that gen pop, but we do, however, see our good old friend Noed popping up as well.
And No Way Out.
No Way Out giving us a good idea of where we can go ahead and apply that Noed. Hopefully our totem spawn is good. I haven't seen it quite yet.
It's in a good spot. Trust.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, okay.
Definitely, it'll be interesting to see here, but oh, they did get the save on the other side. This survivor group's playing pretty aggressive here. You know, being in the situation that they're in right now, I would not be surprised if Q-Top was the one to go ahead and proc the door. And just because I've heard of Q-Top doing this before, I bet Q-Top's hiding out in the basement.
I wouldn't even be surprised. Um, and yeah, the save coming in, it's on the other side of the map away from the doors, so probably a pretty good bet to assume Spider's not going to go back there.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, what?
Uh-oh.
I was definitely confused when we came out of phase and didn't see a survivor there, but the like handle was still in the act of going back up. I was just a tad bit confused.
It's, some interesting visual issues to have there, and we do see that our survivors actually got the other door open. Maybe this was bait at this door, see where they can get
I mean, even if it was bait,
what they
I
can get
don't
out
think
of.
you wanted GPU going down. That was your fresh hook.
Yeah, and unfortunate unfortunate that GPU wasn't going to go down here because this was the last fresh hook left available. If they can get the unhook here, you can still get that bonus point and then also get the points for the 3 out. Ooh. And that's really unfortunate that that was where the hatch spawned.
You know what though? That door was about 99, right?
That door is very close. I mean, both doors are on the side, so if Spider reads it wrong, then
Spider is just playing endgame collapse.
Yeah, it's just gonna play endgame collapse because you do get corresponding hooks and progressions, and you've already gotten that first hook out of the way. So just a waiting game, I guess. I don't think I hadn't seen the survivor come over here, so I was like, are they over here? But yeah, they're just hiding in
Doesn't Nancy have Lithe though?
I believe so. Maybe we're waiting for Lithe to come back up. I don't know if it's going to be in time though. Even if they weren't injured, you know.
Oh man.
This is gonna be really
What?
Nice.
We didn't have Lithe?
Maybe not.
Maybe not? Where are we going? We're admitting defeat. We've been zoned back.
So.
Wait, no, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh,
we have
no,
Dead Hard
no.
is what we have.
I don't know if, unfortunately, not able to get that door open. Oh, I mean, able to get the door open, not able to stay on our feet for it though. And that will be Nancy going back down and going back on that hook. Very unfortunate, but a very exciting attempt at the very least.
You know, knowing you have Dead Hard, I almost wonder why you didn't run towards the other gate, Dead Hard to that pallet, and then try to, like, I mean, I realize Spirit goes zoom, but, you know.
Yeah, maybe just the fact that Spirit goes real fast is why they didn't do that.
Interesting. But definitely very good play by Spider to go ahead, get the 2K, try to catch up with some of these points here, right? We will see, of course, Arctic Wolves coming back and being the survivors, but this is gonna be tough. There's 26 points available. It's not out of reach, but it's almost there.
Yeah, this is pretty tight. I mean, if anyone can make a run for it, it is going to be Arctic Wolves, but this is difficult for any team. I feel like this is a difficult position to be in.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way: they can allow one hook. Period. That's it. End of story. That's it. One hook. If more than one hook happens, or if one hook happens and they force one progression, it's game over.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's a win condition, but that's a very difficult win condition to have to try to meet. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes down. I mean, I expect a good game either way.
Yeah, I definitely think this will be a very good game. Should be interesting. See, looks like Spider is joining me now, so we will have our survivors joining shortly. Man, this is This has been quite a showing so far, and definitely Demise took the early lead with that 4K and really hasn't really looked back. They've been trying to make sure that they are in the best position to be the last lossless team in Vigos.
Absolutely. Yeah. Demise definitely coming out, swinging for the fences here. I mean, like, if you're in the league, kind of the standings of everyone. If you're not in the league, if you've been paying attention at all, like, you kind of know everyone's standings, and they definitely understood what they wanted and are trying to take that.
I mean, yeah, the other way to look at this for sure, if you go ahead and see our game transition screen, it talks about this is the battle for first. So we've talked about the battle for the last unbeaten, but this is battle for the first place in the conference for playoffs too. So there's a lot riding on this in terms of seeding for playoffs. Both these teams will make playoffs, but man, if you have that number 1 seed, I believe you get a first round bye.
I'm not exactly sure how. I'm not entirely sure. I can't confirm that. I'm not entirely sure how postseason is going to work, but I think you do still want to be in first place. I think you're right. I feel like it's either
because there's
that
6
or
teams that get to playoffs, so that means that 2 and 3 on either side, seed 2 and 3, have to play each other to find out who plays first. And then the winner of that game then goes to championship. So there's like a quarterfinal, semifinal, or wild card, semifinal, and then yeah. That's how our playoffs are working this season. So for sure, you want to be in first, because then you have less chances to possibly not get to the playoff or not get to the championship, right? You only have to win 1 game and you're in the championship.
Absolutely.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's definitely what Demise is going for here. If that's how that works, I'm not entirely sure. I believe you, but kind of just like,
Can I just say though, how crazy would this be if they force it to sudden death right here? They give up 1 hook.
I don't think that would be the first time we've seen Arctic Wolves in sudden death.
It wouldn't be, but this would be the first time we would have a 24-point comeback in one trial.
That would be pretty crazy. But again, I mean, if any team can do it, I do believe it's Arctic Wolves. So
they'll have a really tough killer to do it against, because this is Ultra, and as you know, if you had to say any killer that you think Ultra couldn't play on the killer roster, give me one. I think that's an easier list than saying who they can play.
I don't even know if I can, and if I could, it would completely just be because Ultra maybe doesn't like to play them, not because Ultra can't. Like,
exactly.
That's it. Like, I've never seen, anytime I've seen Ultra pull out something new, I'm like, I wonder how this is gonna go. And it's like, yeah, that went exactly as I expected. Like, Ultra's
Ultra.
Crack. Ultra's Ultra. So, I mean, it's tough. But again, Arctic Wolves is a tough team. They have made it this far as an undefeated team for a reason. So, again, if anyone's going to put up that fight and have a chance to be able to pull off that comeback, it's gonna be them.
For sure. All right, it sounds like everything's confirmed, so we're not gonna have to wait too long. Let's go ahead and get into the spectator role. They are ready to go.
Really excited to see how this final game goes. Who do you think we're gonna see here? Knowing that what the conditions are, I guess.
Does Demise have a spirit? Do they mirror match?
I can check.
I think that's what I want to see. I want to see if we get a mirror match.
A mirror match? That would be interesting. Let me see. Demise does indeed, I believe, have one use of spirit left, so we could be seeing a mirror match here.
I want to see it. I want to see it right here. For sure. While they are loading in, let's go ahead and review some of those build rules we didn't get to review yet. So for sure, guys, within Vigos, you'll notice that the survivors can carry yellow items and add-ons. They can only have one of each perk with the exception of borrowed time. But then both sides do have a few banned perks. The banned perks are including Built to Last, Prove Thyself, Starstruck, Haunted Ground, Lethal Pursuer, Boons, Clairvoyance, and we did have to add Boil over to that list. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into the game, and I didn't call this, but we're seeing Deathslinger.
Ooh, Deathslinger, very exciting. A very interesting choice. I don't know how Deathslinger is gonna do on this map. We've seen some really insane games with Deathslinger recently, but also throughout the entirety of our season. But it's going to be really interesting to see what Ultra does here with this. And not a terrible corrupt spawn. I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
For sure. Did we hear somebody up here? I thought we heard somebody for a second, but maybe not up in this top section. Interesting thing to note over on this side is that including the like little main building there, the Sanctum of Wrath, there's only 2 gens on this side. All the gens are on the other side.
Yeah, very interesting. Like I said, not the best corrupt spawn, I feel like. But it is what it is. We are going to at least hear our first generator, see our first set of scratch marks, and find our first survivor here. Oof, flies through the window, but we know that Deathslinger doesn't really care about windows. Unfortunately, we're going to miss that first shot there.
You know, interestingly enough, we've seen Arctic Wolves do very well versus certain killers. In fact, we've seen Arctic Wolves have no hook escapes versus certain killers. Now, the killers that they've done that against really have been killers that I would say, like, their coach, Wispy, is really good at. Now, one of those was Blight, right? The other killer, as we know, Deathslinger, Wispy is very good with. Do you think this could be maybe the pick they needed to try to feel confident to getting past Ultra here? Of course, not gonna get no hook, I don't think, because of course we're going down right here.
Definitely going to take at least one hook state. But I think this is the killer that Arctic Wolves could have a really good chance against, because Wispy is probably one of the best Deathslingers I've ever seen. So this could be what they needed, but it really just depends. I think it depends on how Ultra plays too.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. We do see, of course, Ultra going and trying to pressure Nancy, looks like here. Nancy doing a good job trying to get away. Unfortunately, taking a hit there. We do see our first gen getting off the board as well.
Yeah, good job trying to put that pressure down. And I was gonna say, what is he doing? An interesting shot. Gonna continue to try, and we're gonna get a second shot on Nancy there, but unfortunately this wall isn't gonna buy her enough time to break that chain and get out of the way. So we will see our second down and our second hook of the game,
which will go ahead and already clinch this for Demise. Demise will be convicted of murder as a result of that hook.
Absolutely, that hook does decide the game in Demise's favor. But we are still going to play this game out. Of course, there's no point in stopping it now because they're already in the middle of it. So we do see that second generator go ahead and pop right there. Arctic Wolves, I mean, not doing a bad job. We do see that they got that unhook and reset really quickly on our first hook survivor. And we finished 2 gens for 2 hooks. So not a terrible position to be in. Not where you want to be at this point with what the conditions are, of course. But Arctic Wolves not doing a terribly bad job here.
No, definitely 2 gens are done, 2 hook states. Definitely, I think that still does give advantage to Ultra here as the Death Slinger, but definitely, like you said, not doing a bad job by any means. Adam over here next to the basement, not where you want to be right now, especially as you can actually get shot through that window. Unfortunately, Ultra missed the shot, but it can happen. I have seen it.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous area to be in, especially with Ultra able to catch up there and getting the shot just before we can make it to that pallet. Very unfortunate. We will go ahead and break that chain to get that swing. Checking around, of course, there is somebody nearby. That shack pallet is still up, so good on Ultra to go ahead and just check. And we're going to use that pallet to try to get the hell out of dodge and not give Ultra 2 hooks in the basement over here.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh.
Ultra not hooking in the basement. Interesting.
Very interesting. Ultra's like, no, it's okay. We're just going to put you out here. Go ahead and look at the stars. And I mean, I think this is also, this gives Ultra a faster time to go ahead and try to track down Nancy now. He doesn't have to go all the way down to the basement, get the hook, and come back up. He can just hook right there and try to find her. That is not who we find here, but we do find
That is who we find. We found Nancy.
I thought there were 2 people over here.
No, just one. But, oh, man, Solar Blazer doing a good job avoiding and trying to blind. Almost got the blind. This gen right here is 99 as well, the Deadlock gen. Definitely doing a good job here. If somebody can get save on Clover, there's the save. Oh man, I think we had a shot for Ultra there. There's the shot. Oh.
And we will take it. I don't think I was gonna say, I don't know if we can get it, but we do. Ultra going ahead and breaking the chain and swinging around that corner. We will see Jeff try to come in and finish that gen, which he does, but he takes an injured state for it.
But adrenaline, Solar's back
adrenaline.
up.
I was gonna say, what just happened? Adrenaline coming in clutch, getting Solar back on his feet. Unfortunately, Solar Blazer will go right back down, but that buys them plenty of time to go ahead and get out of the way and maybe get to those doors after resetting.
They have, well, no sense in resetting. There's no Ed on the field, and they all know it. There's no Ed. There's no way out. There goes no Ed. There's no Ed. My bad. Not no Ed. It's not here.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Noah go relatively quickly, since it was noticed so early in the trial, and we're all the way on this side of the map. If he didn't get a friendly spawn for it, I wouldn't have been surprised to see it go. And we will see those resets coming in as we're waiting out No Way Out, and also probably preparing to go and get Solar Blazer off the hook.
Yeah, I think you definitely want Solar to get off the hook here. Unfortunately, with Solar taking a second state, you are unable. Oh, Solar dies on hook, taking a third state. I was gonna say Solar Blazer was not eligible for the 1 extra point, of course, for having 2 or more hook states remaining, but doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things there. Definitely GG's to both teams. We do see Demise convicted of murder with a final score of 68-53.
Very, very good games from both teams. I mean, Arctic Wolves definitely did their best to come back from that first game, but that first game was really just kind of brutal for them.
Yeah, definitely. That first game is what set up the rest of that. I agree. That was very, very good by Ultra and Demise to go ahead and just put the early pressure down on Arctic Wolves. Arctic Wolves actually did a good job trying to catch up in those last 2 trials. It was just kind of it was a case of you went down so far so early, it's really hard to come back from it.
Yeah, it's kind of, you don't really want, I mean, of course, that first game, there are 3 games after, but you don't want to be at such a deficit because playing that catch-up game is really brutal. Because there's no point where the other team is also gaining points. They're all 4 trials, so you not only have to overcome the amount of points that is between you, but also compensate for what they're going to make during that trial. So I think being at such a deficit really kind of spells disaster, and makes it incredibly difficult for the team who is at the disadvantage there.
For sure, but we do see in our interrogation room, we do have Q-Top here. Q-Top, welcome in.
Hello, my friends.
Hello.
What's popping? Ow!
You tell us, how do you feel after that game? That was incredible.
We're chilling. It was fun. We had a good time. Vibing out with the boys as usual.
Hey, we like that. Hey, of course we love vibes. So if you out there vibing, we vibing, my dude. For sure. You guys were playing very well there. And real quick, I want to go ahead and address our game tomorrow before I ask you too many questions. We're going to have a play stream game tomorrow, guys, for the exhibition. Of course, that's how we're raising money for the prize pool for next season. So definitely super exciting. Want to see all of you there. Definitely, I know Q-Top, you want to see everybody there too, right? We want a bigger prize pool for next season, right?
Of course, bring them out, boys. Come on.
Love it. It's always a party when we get to interview Q-Top here. So definitely walk us through how you guys were feeling. Of course, after that first match, just seeing Ultra do as well as he did, getting you guys that early 20-point lead.
Yeah, originally the plan, we were gonna come out and have Midas play Spirit, but he unfortunately couldn't make it with the delay. So we just sent in the boy Ultar, old reliable Ultar, for the hard carry. We basically just send Ultra in, let him pick whatever killer he wants, and let him go do Ultra things.
See,
I feel like that was Ultra doing Ultra things.
Yeah, it's just we don't say anything to him. We just let him do his stuff, and he always goes out and pulls through. That's why we love Ultra.
See, that's why I was telling Shep, I was like, I think it's an easier list to just say like who Ultra doesn't play rather than who Ultra plays, because like every time I turn around it's like, oh, Ultra's bringing, wait, Ghostface? Wait, Ultra 4?
And then like 4K.
Yeah, my man is he can literally play basically everything. I think the only 2 killers he doesn't play would be Nurse and Huntress. I think he hates Huntress. But
really?
Other than that, he'll play whatever we need him to, and he'll usually pull out way more than we expect. So it's always nice to have someone like Ultra on the team.
Oh, for sure. That is definitely a huge advantage for you guys. You guys excited to go into playoffs?
Of course.
Man,
of course.
I think for sure you guys are one of the favorites for sure to go ahead and win, especially being the last unbeaten in the league. Like, geez, you guys have gone ahead and like pretty much gone through the entire schedule unscathed. As long as I think your next game isn't a exhibition, is it?
I have no idea.
They will be facing Deadheads on Thompson House.
Cool. So as long as you don't slip up versus Deadheads, you're unbeaten.
Yeah. That's the goal. I think that's all of our goals as of right now, is to just continue being unbeaten, go into playoffs, being the only unbeaten left. That's the plan.
I think you've got a good chance to do it, but I will say, with you guys clinching kind of the #1 seed here, barring any well, no, I think this gives you #1 seed regardless of what happens.
Even with the loss, they still take
win. So with the #1 seed, you guys will have the bye week for the first week of playoffs. You won't have to, or the first game of playoffs, first round. You won't have to play. So definitely, you'll only have to win 1 game to get to the championship. But there's a chance you may see Arctic Wolves again in that game. You excited for that?
Oh, of course. I love Arctic Wolves. I've hung around them a lot. My boy and Timmy is an absolute tank. Solar Blazer as well. They're all super nice. Spider, every single one of them. They're really good friends of mine. So it was a nice treat to get to play against them today, and if we do end up meeting up again, then we'll be looking forward to it then.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to it. We're gonna have to have that one on our calendars for sure. Yeah, I fully expect we're gonna see a lot of sparks flying in the playoffs, so it'll be fun having you there. Shep, what did you think of everything?
You guys played really well. I mean, I wasn't surprised by any of it. Just from watching you guys throughout the season, you've always been incredibly strong, but it's always a joy to watch. And I did make a mistake. You guys actually will be playing on Thompson House. We are having to disable some of the cold wind maps, so you guys will be going to family residence instead. Good luck with that.
Okay. That's not bad. We'll be all right.
I'm sure you will be. Do you have anything you want to say to Arctic Wolves, or to the fans of Vigos, or to the fans of Demise? You guys certainly have a lot of fans out in the viewership.
Yeah. Obviously, just the general thank you guys for all supporting us as always. Thank you guys for fans of Vigos that support Vigos every time they go live. Petty, I love you. You're the homie. Nicole, I love you as well. Yeehaw, go Demise. Let's go, baby.
I love it. I love the yeehaw, especially after you end with Death Slinger, right? You ended with Mr. Yeehaw, then you give the yeehaw. It just fits. It just fits.
Yeah. One thing about playing with Mr. Ginger Nova is we always got Nicole and Petty supporting us, and Nicole is she's always fun to watch and chat. We love it.
We love it for sure. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Definitely meet us back here tomorrow at 6 Eastern for that play stream challenge. And hey, if you want to see some crazy things, I'm going to go ahead and say that's the time, right? You can force the killer to play whatever killer you want him to play. You can force us to go to whatever map you want to go. You want to see comp players play on RPD? Force comp players to go to RPD, okay? You want to see comp players have to run no mither? All 4 of them, no mither? Let's go.
Done that one. We have done that one, and it was really fucking funny. It was really fun to play as too. So like, do it. If you guys see something that you want them to do, go in there, put up those challenge cards. It's really fun, and it also helps us build for next season, to be able to put up prize pools and do more for you guys. So definitely make sure you check out that game. It's going to be a ton of fun. I've really enjoyed every single exhibition match that we've put out so far. You just see some really crazy shenanigans. So I'm very excited to watch this game tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys there.
Oh, for sure. So guys, that's gonna do it for us. We do see Demise convicted of murder and court's adjourned.
Be safe, guys. We'll see you later.